Hi everyone, welcome back to Horror and Sci-Fi Collectibles. Tonight we're going to look at the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors Ultimate Freddy Krueger. So kind of Freddy's chest of souls here on the side, red and green text on the side, kind of a nice touch. Some different shots of Freddy on the back, the Freddy puppet, the little house, Freddy with the cross burned on his forehead looking through the broken mirror like at the end of the movie. So as a kid, I know I certainly wasn't a huge Freddy fan when he first come out. I didn't think the first movie was all that scary. Maybe I was too young. In fact, I kind of considered the movie a little bit incoherent. Then I hated Freddy 2. I never have liked part 2 at all. But parts 3 and 4 are great. I mean, they are basically like, you watch them together. They're a great series, and good characters. I like the Dream Warriors. It was a fun concept. So I picked this guy up at Kokomo Toys and Collectibles for $25. If you're in northern Indiana, that is a great store. It is very difficult to walk into that store and walk out for less than about $200. I think I've been there twice, and that's been about my average each time. Of course, I'm in there with my kids too, and they want to pick a few things. So what you get in this set, you get Freddy. And we'll get him out of here. Get that cut. So you get Freddy with a decent sculpt. It's not bad. It could be better in my opinion. It doesn't look enough like Robert Englund to me. It looks kind of like a guy dressed up like Freddy. So Freddy has a glove on in the package, and he is movable at the shoulders, the elbows, very stiff. His hand does rotate, both of them. He moves at the hips. He moves at the knees. He also pivots at the knees, so give you some freedom on how you pose him. And his feet do turn, but only so far because they hit his pant legs. And this one, the pant leg hangs so low it doesn't want to turn at all. So as far as his ability to stand, you can play with those knees and feet a little bit, and then he does stand pretty good. So there he is standing on his own, and he looks menacing enough like that. So you get a variety of things here with him that I'll go through here and show you. One, you get the popsicle house that the girl was working on at the beginning of the show in her bedroom. Of course, everything is taped down. You get a set, both of them, both hands, of Freddy's hypodermic needles that he injected the former drug addict girl with. So that's really neat. I like that part of the movie, and that might be how I end up posing him. You get this head, which I may have to grab a flashlight and show you. It's got a clear lens in the back so that you can shine a light through and make the cross on his forehead light up from the end of the movie when they were burying him and marking the grave. Of course, you get his hat. Freddy can't not have his hat. In that sense, he's kind of the Indiana Jones of horror villains. You get the Freddy string puppet standing on a little bit of a blood stain for a base, so that's pretty cool. That's a nice little accessory, and he stands well on his own. And then you get an alternate chest piece for Freddy. So from the end of the movie, when he tore his sweater open to show the souls of the children he'd killed, and it looks like there's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. Maybe a face trying to come through there, but you pop his chest off and stick this one on. So it does make him kind of bulky through the shoulders, but it's still very cool. I'm not going to complain about that. So the hat on him looks pretty good. Freddy always looks better with his hat, if you ask me. So I do think the way that I plan on posing Freddy is to have him posed with the needles on, and man, you talk about a tight fit. One thing, they make these so tight, then you worry about breaking them when you try to put things on. So I should have bought at the time the McFarlane Freddy. Never did. I have the McFarlane Jason, which is probably the worst one out of my collection. I actually gave that to my son. My problem with it is it's got a poster that goes with it of Jason Goes to Hell, and it looks nothing like the Jason Goes to Hell Jason, so just never was that impressed. But I did think McFarlane had a pretty good Freddy. So the way that I plan, I think, on having him posed, I don't think I'm going to go with that chest piece, actually. I'll probably just go with the sweater, the standard sweater, the hypodermic needle glove. I like that. Of course, have the little string puppet guy by him, and he stands better than that. I'm just having issues getting him to stand on this background of mine and keep the house nearby. So let me grab a flashlight and I will come back and show you the glowing head. So I apologize, I don't have a flashlight that is small enough to shine through there and not completely overshadow the head itself, but you can just see with me moving my finger here, I think, the way that light comes and goes through that. So if you had him backlit, that might work. Of course, it shines through clear. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it doesn't have an orange glow to it. Maybe if the piece of plastic that they inserted in his head was orange, that might have worked, but it's still kind of a nice touch, though, to let a little bit of light through. So anyway, that's the NECA Part 3 Freddy. I think there's a Part 2 out. I don't think there's a Part 4. And there's, of course, the Freddy accessory pack, which I would really like to get at some point. That's got the TV head Freddy, where he pulls the girl's head into the TV. That'd be kind of neat to mount on the shelf behind him. So with that, that's all for this video. Like and subscribe. There'll be more. And come back and see me. Thank you. Bye.